Thank you very much. Yeah, I actually considered, I went to university and actually studied teaching, and I was going to be a trombone music teacher, but it didn't quite work out for me, and I actually found I was better off working with my hands in the trades and in manufacturing. Right, so Garden Gate. I started it about 2 years ago, probably a little bit over that, and the idea was that I was just going to do a few jobs on the side while I was working full time, just had a little bit of extra cash, and I thought, well, that's what I'll do. And Goat, I was going to be working in the Variable Hills, so I thought, well, Goat, climbing up and down the hills, and that was where all that came from. Anyway, so I got the advertising all done, and the previous member from Sinorama actually introduced me into BNI. Well, that was the end of that. My business started growing and just kept growing. I had a little bit of Facebook growth before that, but I found that with Facebook, you're always online, you're always trying to chase that next job. And that's what I found, that with BNI, it has really started to grow, and especially over the last 3 or 4 months, it's really going gangbusters. Our services. Right, just general garden maintenance. So you want to keep your property, hopefully you want to keep your property looking in good condition all the time. And I do this for quite a few clients. I haven't actually counted them for a while, but it is getting quite good. Now, these clients can either be individuals, so your ordinary householders, some renters. It could be for perhaps a property investor that's got several properties, and some of the body corporates as well. I do work for another former member who is a body corporate, and I'm getting a lot of work out of them. All right, so weeding. Fiona knows about weeding. We are trying to always looking for extra solutions on weeding, and I think we're starting to get there. Pruning and planting. Now, with the services, we like to keep things regular. So if you've got a hedge, I think I'm going to go and see Alex with his hedge in a few weeks. Now, it's always good after that to revisit it about 6 months later. You keep it nice and tight, and basically it costs a lot less in the long run because you're keeping it looking good. And I'm not going back and doing a massive job, taking away a lot of waste. Quite often I can go back, I can just do a little tidy up, fit it in your green waste bin, and it's all good to go. Pre-sale gardening. Now, I've done a few of these both within BNI and out. It's been with great success, but what's really worked is when the owner has come to me and said, I'm selling in 6 months. I want you to do my garden now and then keep it maintained over the next 6 months, and then by the time it's come to sell, it'll look fantastic. And that's what's really worked. If I go in a week before photos, it doesn't get its full potential, but it still looks okay, but it looks much better if I can maintain it up to before the photos and then during the sale process. End of lease garden tidy. I've been getting a lot of those, particularly through Sky and David with his rental department. These the tenants, by the time they're moving out, they generally they don't use a removal company. They try and do it all themselves, and they will. By the time they've moved out, the garden's the last thing on their mind, and they've just said, "Oh, just go do it. Just fix it up for me." Or they've handed it back to the real estate agent and said, "No, we can't handle it. You look after it." And that's when the real estate agents come to me and said, "Can you fix it?" And green waste removal. We also do rubbish, but I don't want to be known as the rubbish guy. All right, so there's a few before and afters. Now these photos came from my last presentation because I had some technology issues. But basically, we'll get in and we'll just tidy it up. We'll clear the pathways, make it look presentable again, at least as far as the garden goes. And we even find bits of concrete and stuff that weren't there because it was all overgrown, and it ends up looking a lot better in the end. And with our planting, this photo of Crichton Removals, and Daryl got me out there to do their place. It actually looks a lot better now because he's had the place painted as well. And the plants are actually a lot taller than that. Once again, technology issues, so I don't have that photo with me. More planting. Now this is, the owner wanted to screen the fence and also do a bit of screening from the people behind them. They sort of overlook into their backyard. Now that hedge now is up to the fence level. I've just done its first prune, and it's starting to look really good. And so that's another service. Right, my point of difference. Now I used to do no poison, but I actually found that I was starting to risk losing clients because some clients just want it done, they want the poison. So I've actually added poison into my services, but I'm always looking for alternatives, always trying to keep the poison out of the ground. So the good thing about not using poison, particularly in a paved rear area or something like that, is animals and children can go and use that straight away afterwards. And we listen. We always try and look after the customer and make sure that we're serving them in the way they want to be. Right. Now, as I said, I'm getting a lot of work. Thank you. I want to. I do want to continue growing. Now, it would be easy now to just sit back and go, well, I don't need any more clients. But no, I want to take to the next level. I want to start hiring people. And I want to add services. So what BNI has done for me is it's continued to give me better quality clients, people who are after value, and a great service. And also to add more services. Former member Matthew Hart, he actually wants to teach me and others like me how to coach the way he did. And that would be a service that I'd love to add to mine in the future. I also am hoping that I've got a landscaper on board where I can actually do some more extensive projects. All right, referrals. Now, this is what seems to have worked for me. I don't know if it's the case for everyone in the room, but when someone has encouraged a referral person to contact me, to ring me, even if they've left a message, I've got back to them. That first point of contact's been made. It is much better that way than if I'm trying to ring them. Then they're not necessarily expecting my call, and that has possibly lost me a client or two in the past. If possible, it would be great if I could have a week or two notice before I have to start the job. I've had a few that have rung me up and said, oh, can you do this tomorrow morning? I try and service those clients, but I can't always. And the referrals, the people that are focused on the quality, thank you, and not the cost, they're the ones that have really worked out quite well for me. All right, so my bread and butter. One-off gardening jobs and regular clients, they're the ones that I go to every day, and the one-offs I can usually slot in between other jobs. That usually works. And the regular clients are great too, because that means I've always got an income coming in. The cream, it's almost the dream. The real estate agents and body corporate managers, particularly the two real estate agents in this group, David Graham, unfortunately isn't here today, but Sky Bartlett, they have given me a massive amount of referrals and a huge amount of work, and I do thank you for that very much. And like I said, body corporate managers, there's one in a another chapter that I've received from work from, and also a former member. Now, the dream, large organisations with lots of properties. So you think about Geelong Kinder Association, Bowen Health or Coringal. Now, Braith sent out an email a little while ago saying that we can have a charitable director in BNI, and there's something about free membership or something like that. I'd love to see a director from Coringal in this room, and then we could probably have mutual benefits there. Anyway, that is it. Thank you very much.